Welcome to another edition of Autistic on Tour. My name is Jude and we're exploring South Bank today. It's odd to see it without a massive queue that usually is there. It's one thing I've never been on, which I at some point will do a video for this channel, but not quite yet. We today are going to the London Aquarium. They have a quiet session on, I think it's the first Sunday of every month. So about an hour before it usually opens, lots of things are switched off, the music and all that kind of stuff. So I thought of giving it a go, seeing what it's like. And of course it's London, so everything is decided to do works, so hopefully you can hear me over everything. But yeah, just walking down South Bank at the moment. But we passed the London Eye, it's behind me at the moment, and then going to the London Dungeon, past that. There's quite a lot of stuff down here, and I think the Shrek experience is right after that. So you've got a lot of stuff down here to do. Teddy Build-A-Bear shop. And right after the Shrek experience is the Seas Life Centre. It's the entrance. Another thing, past the London Aquarium, is the Paddington Bear experience, which is so, as they say, get your marmalade sandwiches ready. I'm not the massive fan of Paddington Bear, or at least Paddington Bear as it looks now. I'm very much the flat drawings level of Paddington Bear, so I mean, might end up there at some point, who knows. There's so much stuff to do in London, it'll probably end up being a thing at one point or another. I suppose if people wanted to visit all of these things in one day, because they're right next to each other, London Dungeon, Shrek Adventure, the Aquarium and the Paddington Bear experience, I would think it was a bit too stressful for my own head to do nursery that, but you know, but it is possible. There is also a ticket for 7 different attractions you can do. I'm not sure if it has one day or covering it over. I'll probably put little bits of information in the about it in the video at the end, or the info, so you can have a look it up and choose which option is best for you. As I say, I'm doing a quiet session because things can get pretty busy, especially as it's going into June. It might be worth, when you know, in the July and August ones, if they have them, for you to do that instead of doing it later on in the day. Okay, so we've got a Wi-Fi code here. Ooh, these fish seem to have really long noses. Oh, they're the little sharks. And of course, no touching in this area because lots of fats on the warts. So you've got a lot of areas that you can watch this down. Souvenir banknotes if you so wish. Thing with screens. Okay, so there's two lanes you can take, the slow lane or the fast lane. I'm going to take the slow lane just because we've got some time here, so might as well go. So that's... But it's nice that it gives people different ways of doing it. And of course with something like that, if you have kids, then you can kind of do that, where if you're just going through it, like I just did, you can, you know, but it's quite nice of a setup. I have changed the frame rate on this a little bit, so hopefully between the two things I've done before this, it all marries up reasonably well with each other. Okay, so we are at the Pacific shipwreck. So the fish have changed slightly. Got all the kind of, yeah, these are all the little sand tiger sharks, I think. yeah, okay, so there's nurse sharks, tawny nurse sharks, and bowmouth guitarfish, which I'm guessing is this big one over there. And the screens keep swapping around with what's all, because of course there's quite a lot of things in these aquarium sections, so you can switch this around to what you want to see, and then you can see something you like, and then you can work out what it is. And also the conservation status, to see how endangered they are, so you can understand that as well. Clownfish. And interactive and accessible for everyone, so you can feel different things. Yeah, they have for the thing where they're smooth one way and it feels horrible, you know, they're actually really sharp the other way, as far as I remember. I should be in there, I don't know. I mean, they had videos for accessibility, so I don't know if you can go in there or not. It was not the clearest. And there's more being able to touch things.
Some amazing creatures and my rainforest notes. Have fun exploring. I'll see you out there. Bye for now.
Ah, yes, it's the play the game of weather.
My name's Ben Fogel, and I'd
Oh,
like
there
to
they are.
welcome you to
Right
our
back.
rainforest. Now, you're about to go on an adventure where you'll discover how wonderful and how important rainforests are to our world. While you're exploring, look out for animal tracks, some amazing creatures, and my rainforest notes.
So, all the different types of frogs
Hello,
and...
my name's Ben Fogel, and I'd like to welcome you to our rainforest. Now, you're about to go on an adventure where you'll discover how wonderful and how important rainforests are to
Okay,
our
so
world.
they're to do with ants.
While you're
Ooh,
exploring,
I don't think I've ever
look
seen
out
them
for
doing that.
animal tracks, some amazing creatures, and my rainforest notes. Have fun exploring. I'll see you out there. Bye for now. Hello, my name's Ben Fogel, and I'd like to my rainforest notes. Have fun exploring. I'll see you out there. Bye for now.
Yeah.
Hello, My name's Ben Coastal, and I'd like to welcome you to our rainforest. Now, let's have to go on an adventure where you can discover how wonderful and how important rainforests are to our world. While you're exploring, look out for
crocodile tracks.
Hi, Ben here. Now, rainforests really are beautiful places for everyone. Every minute, 100 acres of rainforest are destroyed. But there are many individuals, communities, governments, and conservation groups that are looking at new ways to protect our rainforests. Take a look at my notes. They may give you an idea of how you can help. Thanks for joining me on our rainforest adventure. Take care. Bye. Hi, Ben here. Now, rainforests really are beautiful places. How you are animals and
So these are the things that you can see. So you have a lift or you have the stairs. So we're going to undersea explorers now. So we're talking about sharks, humpback whales. A VR experience. And then we've got coming into the rock pool. Okay, so rock pool isn't open. And now we're higher up, so you can see that. There are things to touch here and here, and play with. So it also gives you facts about rock pools, starfish, and all these other kind of things here. Also a good reminder of take things away with you when you're going to the beach. Now we're going to the polar adventure. talking about penguins here, I believe.
Cleaning, feeding the birds, giving them medication, making sure they're swimming properly, managed.
There's a lot about the Gentoo penguin. I'm not sure if they're out at the moment.
Sometimes they lose, but the majority of our birds that come in are Africans. The African penguin was recently uplifted to critically endangered on the IUCN register, and that cycle will find to be a little bit and well.
Okay, so there's experience of these that cost £2. So can experience. I mean, that is quite cool thing. Can't really see it on the camera very well because it goes a bit yellowy. This isn't open now, but if you visit it later, it should be open, so there's things that you can get from there. Like a shark cage. Shark cage without having to get wet. Okay, so recycling twigs.
Float for miles in the ocean current, and after a few days they settle on the ocean floor and attach themselves to a rocky surface.
And it turns into what we call a polyp. You see that polyp is then surrounded by
So you've got the life cycle of that.
within a few months they can grow to adult size aquarium conditions.
And the polyp is ready to start to breathe.
And that often is basically the sac.
It has to see this all. And the polyp is ready to start to breathe.
That often is basically the sac.
Puppies get over 100 main breaths in a day.
Okay, so there's a game you can go on. Okay, so you can create a jellyfish from here. Colour, pattern to the side. Okay, so that shows up on that screen. Not quite sure what this does, but okay, so you change your score from that. Okay, so you can. I'll tell you. And they're pretty much found everywhere that has any form of water. I mean, not exactly everywhere, but it's pretty much the bottom part of the world and up to. I mean, I know we have jellyfish here because I remember a kid having them all over the beach. But yeah, and of course the level of pain that they cause you when you accidentally go across them. I think jellyfish are generally quite weird, but when you think how early they are in evolution, they're going to be a bit weird. Okay, you leave out of the Paddington Bear experience, so you go into the entrance of that and then just walk out. I would say it's very much worth experience of doing the quiet sessions because the amount of people that are going in now after I've left, as I say, it's a really relaxed experience. There are certain screens that make noise or the communication, like Ben Fogle, you get sick of hearing his voice going around the rainforest section. It's not the biggest thing in the world, but you do have to hear his speech constantly. As I say, lots of interesting things to see. There are some games, there's some extra add-on bits that you can do if you choose that are all card based, so you don't have to fiddle with change. But think it's very worth the experience. And as I say, I just enjoy aquariums. So, and it's just nice to be when I'm mostly walking around on my own. If you've liked my video, please like, subscribe, share, and do all those wonderful things. I'm trying to get to 300 subscribers this year, so it'd be much appreciated if you like my stuff, help me do that. Hope you've enjoyed the video again, and see you later on. See ya.